guys, Cindy A. Lewis here, and today's video we're going to take a couple of cracker or graham cracker boxes that are about the same size, and we're going to create the binder, the cover for a junk journal. We've been making this junk journal from a book at Dollar Tree. We removed the text block from inside, we covered it, and put some hardware on here. And I had some folks that are watching the videos that are interested in making a journal, but just find that they would like an alternative method to the junk journal. So one alternative is to use Upcycle some cracker boxes, but I do suggest two, and you'll want two because you want more stability. So let me show you how that we can make this work. First, I'd like to welcome you to my channel. Thank you for watching. If you're new, welcome. I hope you enjoyed this video and any of my other videos. If you are interested, just go ahead and click that subscribe button. You'll be notified next time I upload a video, and if you click that little bell, you'll definitely get the notification. If you're part of my YouTube family, welcome back. Hugs to everyone. And so now I'm going to show you how we can do this with cracker boxes. Okay, I just want to compare this size book or junk journal to this size. You can see it's about the same, a little bit wider and a little bit slimmer spine on the original than this. You can cut that down if you want to, but I would suggest just leaving your spine, what will be your spine, the same. And if you have two, putting them together will help make it stronger, because you can see your book panels are pretty thick and your boxes are rather thin. So I'm going to open this up, and then we're going to put them together as one unit. Okay, I suggest opening your boxes on the glued panels. Now we want your box to be, for your journal to be the same. This one is just a tad bit smaller, so I'm going to use that as the inside and the Cheez-Its box as the outside. So what I want to do is I want to trim all of this excess off so that I have the semblance of a junk journal cover or a book cover. So I'm going to do that. So what you're going to do is you're going to take all these flaps and cut them off. All right, on both of them. Okay, now that you have both of your boxes cut, now you want to trim them to be the same size, and these are almost exactly the same size. So I'm going to just trim it a bit and get it where this 1/4 of an inch or so needs trimmed here and on this end, because I want my folds to be the same. So you may want to fold it and hold that and then trim where that is. But if you don't get it exactly, it's okay, because you're going to be covering it. So it's all right. So just give that a good trim. I think I closed my... It's kind of hard to trim when your knife is closed. Okay, now that you have your book panels cut to be the same, my suggestion is to glue these two together and start with the spine. So I'm just going to use this glue that I was using the other day. I'm actually going to use the bigger side because it'll come out a little quicker. And then just glue your panels together. And then you're going to want to make sure that they stay together. In other words, you're going to want to clip them and let them dry. So then just glue your panels together. You want to give it a lot of good glue, because this is going to give you the stability that you're going to want for your journal. Once you've glued your panels together, your spine is here. If you want a rounded spine, you can dampen this, kind of like a book. You want it more rounded, you can dampen this, and then you would need to put something to hold that in the shape that you want. So you could take some rubber bands and wrap it around something like a paint bottle, and then let it set, and then you'll end up with that rounded spine. But I'm actually gonna just let mine be flat like this. It'll be a different kind of journal. I'm gonna go ahead and use the white muslin to cover it first, and then I'm gonna use this pretty poinsettia and make another Christmas journal. Okay, I'm rushing mine just a tad because it's not quite dry. So I'm gonna put the muslin, start on the spine first, fold it in half, start on the spine first, cover the spine, and then move to the hinges and the front pieces. Remember, your muslin needs to be an inch or so, or inch and a half, so that it covers and will go on the inside of your journal. So I've got my muslin here. I'm gonna put it in the middle. I'm measuring, kind of eyeballing it a little bit. And then you wanna smooth out everything. And this is a little bit short, so I'm gonna scoot it over, which is nice with liquid glue because you still have that forgiveness to move your fabric over if you need to. All right, and then what you'll do is you'll make sure that you get it all good in all the other places when you put your glue down. So now what you want to do is you want to trim your corners of your book binder about 1/4 to 1/8 of an inch. And I have some extra material here on the bottom, so I'm gonna probably cut that off. There we go. And I'm gonna do this to the other. As I suggested in covering a regular book, you do want to go ahead and do either the top and the bottom together or the two sides. I'm gonna scoot this up a little bit, and I'm gonna start in the middle, in the spine area, and glue that down. Put a generous amount of glue there. And I am using the Tombow Mono Aqua Liquid Glue. You can use tacky glue, you can use Fabri-Tac, whatever you're comfortable using. And then you want to make sure that you can still bend your book, because that's key. And now I'm going to do this side and the other side. And you want to make sure you get all your wrinkles out. Okay, once you've done the top and bottom, go ahead and glue down your sides. And I'm just trying to do this kind of fast for you guys so you can see. Kind of combining this into one video real quick so that you can catch up and follow along with us on the rest of the videos. Okay, always checking to make sure that you can still open and close your journal. Here we go. And glue it down. Get any wrinkles out, any air pockets, all out. Make sure you clean your fingers if you're using your fingers, because they get all gluey. Okay, here we go. Now, my journal opens and closes, so that's good. And it's feeling pretty sturdy. So now what I want to do is put on my outside cover, which is this beautiful poinsettia or poinsettia fabric that I have. And this will be really pretty for a junk journal, aged or not, whichever way it turns out. I'll probably end up making it look old. It's just kind of the thing I do. So I'm gonna measure here. This is pretty good. I may cut a little past this line here, and I'm gonna do the same thing with this fabric and cover the outside. So I just measure a little over because I want to make sure that I have enough. to cover and go on the inside. The inside cover we will put on sheets inside, so that's going to be covered up. And we'll start with the top and the bottom, and then we'll do the sides, and we cut the corners. So again, you take your fabric and you cut close to that corner, 1/4 or 1/8 of an inch, because that is going to help you have a mitered corner, and it's really easy. Okay. Okay, here we go. Now this is going to be my journal made from cracker boxes. It's still pretty wet, so I'm going to let this dry before I do anything else with it. It's already starting to kind of curve a little bit on the spine, so I think I will probably put my bottle in here and just see if that helps it. I'll put a rubber band around it, or I can clip it with a clamp here or a clothespin, and just to help it stay rounded, and then it'll have a little bit of a curve. I'm not going to worry about too much of it, but there you go. And we'll decorate that outside and do the inside as we go with the other journals. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video, that you'll save all your cracker boxes and start making junk journals out of them. And until next time, we'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Hope I've inspired you in some way. Bye.